Alright guys, today I'm going to show you how I made the lasagna a few weeks ago. 1 pound of ground beef and 1 pound of Italian sausage. Then you're going to go ahead and add your meat to your skillet. You need a nice wide skillet to have the enough space to cook all of your meat. It will end up being 2 pounds total. Then you're going to go ahead and add your Italian sausage and do the same thing, just break it down. Now you're going to add a teaspoon of salt and pepper and continue to break down your meat together. Add 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning that you see in the background. I bought it at Sam's for under $5. For tomato sauce, I used the tomato, basil, and garlic from Good & Gather in Target. I did not follow a specific recipe. I was just inspired by one of our friends that invited us for homemade lasagna the other day. And I was like, oh my God, I have to do it. I just have to do it. So yes, add your sauce and then add about 1.5 cups of water and continue mixing. Let this cook for about 20 to 25 minutes. Let your meat set aside to cool down, and then you're going to start preparing your ricotta cheese mixture. You're going to be pouring your ricotta cheese into your bowl and start breaking it down. I added a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of pepper to bring out the flavors because we will be adding Parmesan cheese and 1 egg so that the cheese does not scramble all over the place. This is what I saw online that a lot of people did. This time I did not follow anyone's recipe. I just went with what I purchased and this is what I used. However, the ricotta cheese, yes, Parmesan, egg, salt, pepper, and mix very well. The egg, if you ask why, is because the egg will help the ricotta cheese stay together, more firm, and it won't go loose all over the place in the pasta. The flavor of the Parmesan in here is very mild. You can barely even tell. If I didn't tell you there was any, you may not even know. Of course, we had to sprinkle some fresh parsley, about 1.5 tablespoons. You guys, it makes such a difference. It makes such a difference. Put the ricotta cheese in the fridge while you cook your pasta. I am now adding 1 package of my Good & Gather brand from Target. I know, I show you guys all the time, but it's so good. It's so good and it's so affordable. Go ahead and cook your pasta until it's completely al dente. Once your pasta is done cooking, pull it out and set it aside so it can cool down. And now it's time to assemble our lasagna. I did buy 2 cans, remember that, okay? 2 cans of the pasta sauce just to make sure my lasagna was not dry. You're going to add a thin layer of sauce on the bottom so that your pasta does not dry, get stuck, and gets burned. Alright guys, now the fun begins. We're going to start off with 1 layer of pasta. I had some leftover habanero jack slices, also from Target, so I did throw those in. Again, you can put just mozzarella cheese, okay? The way I made it like this was amazing. I made some for my friends, and for my friends I did not add this one because, again, I didn't have enough. But it was still, nonetheless, very amazing. Because there's already sauce at the bottom, I'm not putting sauce right over the top of the pasta, just the cheese, and then we'll continue with the layers. Alright, so now once the ricotta cheese layer is laid and even, I'm going to go ahead and add my meat. As I mentioned before, I did not follow anyone's recipe. Our friend's wife did share some tips with me. I did my research. You guys know me. I go through so many damn videos before I make my final decision on how I'm preparing things. But one thing that I saw in all of the videos was the egg and the Parmesan cheese and the ricotta. Believe me when I say you can barely taste it. It's barely even there. And it was amazing. I am tempted to do it again. So just even out your meat. As you guys see, I'm just using a spoon to level it out so it's completely even, and then we go on to the next step. And of course, I had some leftover provolone cheese. I already applied my layer of pasta. I'm gonna put the cheese and then I will do my meat. And I know you guys are probably wondering, like, why are you doing it like this? You guys remember, in the kitchen, everything is valid. There's no right or wrong way. Everybody cooks differently, and that's okay. Again, I did not follow no one's recipe. I did this on my own, and considering that I just put the ingredients together with the best of my knowledge, it came out freaking amazing. Alright guys, and the last and final layer has mozzarella cheese. I've been digging this concept and this bag and price of the Joseph Farms mozzarella cheese for quesadillas. And for my lasagna, it came in clutch. I did a light hand of that cheese, and then I did chop up some fresh parsley. It makes a better difference, guys, I promise. Don't be afraid to try anything in the kitchen. Everything and anything is valid, okay? Alright, then you just put it in the oven, cook it for about 30 to 40 minutes. Make sure it's nice and hot in the middle. And you're going to go ahead and serve it with whatever you want. For me personally, lasagna has to have a salad on the side and some Texas toast garlic bread. And that's it. That's what I did. And it was amazing. Thank you all so much for your support. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.